China is in the news again, and this time it's not for its one-child policy or the low birth rate in the country. It is a new demographic crisis altogether. China is among the costliest countries in the world when it comes to raising a child. That's right. In fact, of late, China is making headlines for all the wrong reasons, and this being one of them. What's this about? After South Korea, China is the most expensive country in the world to raise a child. And this, perhaps, is the latest crisis faced by China. Childcare is expensive everywhere. Not only is it financially consuming, but it also consumes an individual, both mentally and physically. Let's just say if I asked you to guess how costly it is to raise a child to college graduation in China, how? Could you think of a number? Any predictions on that front? Let me tell you the exact number. It is $90,711. The cost of raising the same child from birth to 17 years of age is 485,000 yuan or 69,430 US dollars. A study by WION Population Research Institute has said that the cost of raising a child until the age of 18 in China was 6.9 times its gross domestic product per capita. Women in China have time and again cited heavy economic burdens as a reason behind not wanting a child. In 2017, a survey was conducted by the National Health and Family Planning Commission. This survey found that 77.4% women of childbearing age say that high childbearing costs were the top reason for not wanting a child. And this is not the first time that China is facing a demographic crisis. This is just one of the many crises that China is dealing with. And apart from childcare being so expensive, China is struggling with low birth rates as well. It is also becoming an aging society, which means that it has higher mortality rates than the birth rate. Further, the size of its labor force is shrinking. So, does this mean that China is facing a demographic challenges on multiple fronts? The answer is a definite yes. And how does one fix this? Perhaps at a national level, policies that reduce childbearing costs for families need to be introduced. And with this, specific measures that aim at cash and tax subsidies should be looked into. There is also an urgent need to address issues of maternity leaves and the rights of single women in China. While a lot of these issues are in the pipeline to be addressed, the question is how effective has the government been in tackling them? As China attempts to be a global power and races towards global dominance, is it giving its domestic issues a miss? And if it continues to do so, for how long will it be able to run in the race of global dominance? Maybe now is the time for China to stop poking its nose elsewhere and focus on its expensive domestic affairs. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.